For today's cup of coffee with Scream, we lived.
We lived. We're alive.
Hey.
We're alive.
Hey. Actually, Friday, it wasn't the storm as much as it was the Friday before the storm. We're recording this on January the 26th, 2026.
Yeah.
And it was the Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And those
Can't make it off the hill.
Oh, God. Those of you who are not on YouTube, I'm sorry that the community notes. When shit goes sideways, that's where I usually post it on YouTube to let people know what's going on. I had to get up at 5 o'clock that morning to have oldest kid to the dentist by 6:30 for a root canal.
You did.
4 hours. 4 hours. Because the dentist apparently does not understand Appalachian teeth. They're different.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, if you're going to be a dentist in this area, maybe you need to figure out that it's not like other people. It's like one of the other dentists was talking about that there on the mandible, there is a double plate in Appalachians. And that it's a matter of getting the Novocaine in between those bones so that the proper numbing can take place.
Well, that is because it is blended with Native American bone structure,
Yeah.
Native American DNA.
Yeah.
So that's very prominent within a lot of people from this area.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where that double plate comes from, and the tree root, teeth roots.
Yeah. But 4 hours the kid was in there.
Yeah. Oldest brother was.
So it was a matter of doing that. Then I had to take him and let him get some blood work done. And so I had appointments. I just rescheduled my appointments and such. So I get home and I thought, okay, I can lay down for a minute. Nope. Youngest kid over here, God love him, he calls me from work and he's like, I am hurting so bad. Mm-hmm. And the kidney stone had decided to move while he was at work.
Yeah.
He had to leave work.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those it was another one I was full on screaming.
Yeah.
I've only had those including that one, 3 times.
That's the
3
worst.
or 4 times.
That's the worst one that I've ever had have heard you. And it's like, I couldn't go get him because he couldn't leave his car any place because the storm was supposed to come in.
Yeah, literally. So on the way, I pulled up on this hill, and I'm pretty sure it was that church that's right up there. Right up there.
Okay.
Pretty sure. But it's like I pulled up there, no one was up there, and I'm grateful because I was going on. I got out of my car, I was walking, I was doubled over, all that.
Yeah.
The pain was bad.
Yeah.
And here Dad is calling, and I'm hopping attitude. I'm like, what? What do you want?
It's like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to scream.
It's like, I'm sorry, I'm in a lot of pain right now. I can't talk.
Yeah.
It was so fucking bad. Like, she had to call the ambulance for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. He got home, and I'm like...
I really did not think I was going to make it home.
And what was crazy when the ambulance got here...
That was by the grace of God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The ambulance, which is a big wagon. It's probably about... it's close to the size that we had when we had to go and do transport people that had been arrested.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they couldn't back up on the hill. Now, there was no snow at that point.
Oh, no.
They backed up, and they would pull up, and they would back. And I told...
They could back up. They just didn't know how.
I told Kid, I said, I bet you it's a woman driving.
Yeah.
I bet you. And bigger than hell, she rolled out.
She was kind, though.
She was very kind. I'm not saying she wasn't a good person.
Both of them were really good quality people from what I could gather.
Here I am, and one of them was big old guy. I mean, a big old guy.
Why did y'all not help me down off the step? Why was it Mama?
Yeah.
Why did Mama have to help me off the
Here I am
stairs?
trying
Why couldn't y'all help me? That would have been more... That would have made me feel a lot better rather than be like, yes, my mama has to help me off the porch.
Yeah.
27-year-old man And my
60-year-old mama.
Yeah, 60-year-old mama, and here she is having to help me off the porch while y'all are just standing there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Listen, I like y'all. I have no qualms with y'all. But why'd you do that? Why'd you do that?
So, I drove to the ER.
Was that another thing that God just had to humble me on?
I don't know. But it was a matter of, that was the first time that you had to ride in an ambulance.
Yeah.
So that was a new experience. And to hand the lady, but see, the lady knew. I handed her the wallet, your wallet, that had all your information and stuff, because everybody needs to know that. Mm-hmm. When I got to the hospital, I had to sign a bunch of stuff. They're like, "Can you sign?" I'm like, "Sure."
What'd you have to sign?
Oh, it's all the like the patient's rights and the permission to treat. If you don't want to be treated, why would you be in the ER?
Right. Why would anyone go to the ER if they did not want to be treated?
Nobody. That is not a fun place to hang out, especially this time of year.
Yeah. No one wanted, and he's like, okay, we're not going to give you any medications, and it's like, good, because I don't want any.
Right.
Now, what he did give me was that stuff that I thought was originally for pregnant women. Like, legit, I thought it was that injection. Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was an anti-pain. It was a pain medicine, but I swear they give that to like pregnant women and stuff like that.
There was Zofran, which is for nausea. That's what you had told me at the time.
It's how they give it.
Yeah.
It's not Zofran.
I'm trying to think what the other one, because they don't even give
Toradol.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, you've had Toradol before.
Yeah, but that's what I thought they gave pregnant women when they're going through labor and stuff like that. That's what I've always thought it was for.
It's not just a one-shot drug. I mean, usually they have.
So it's like they gave me that, and I'm grateful. Very grateful.
So he was not screaming when I got there.
Yeah.
And when they did the imaging, they were like, okay, the thing is now in the bladder, which was great.
Yeah. So it must have dropped somewhere between, like, in the car ride or getting
vibration
or getting into the hospital bed. Somewhere.
And it was actually a small stone.
Yeah. It was a smaller stone, but those hurt a lot more.
That's what the doctor had said, which was rather fascinating to know. So here we are preparing for the storm, and me telling kid, do not go to work. Do not go to work. Your body has had trauma. Do not go to work. And him, because Virginia is an at-will work state, which means that an employer can fire you for any or no reason.
Yeah.
You can go in one day and they just don't like your face and you're gone.
Yeah.
That's not right.
That scares the living shit out of me.
Well, I told him, I said, because that the forecast, and everybody's like, well, the forecasters were wrong. No, we were blessed.
Yeah.
And I thoroughly believe in the power of prayer. In our area, we did not lose electric.
Yeah, that is good.
But God love them. Those folks down there in Mississippi and stuff like that, it looked like a frozen apocalyptic video game.
Yeah, it really did.
But we had originally, like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 inches of snow, which wasn't horrible. Then we had sleet. We had about 1 inch or 2 of sleet.
Yeah.
And
so we got like, what? How many inches out there of sleet, of snow and ice?
Well, and then on Sunday, he did call in and tell them he wasn't going to be there.
I told them that I couldn't get off the hill.
He couldn't.
Yeah.
And so then on Sunday, we had a little bit of rain and mess. So we have a huge sheet of ice. That's it. Just ice. And the backdrop today, before we started recording, that's a screenshot from Weather Underground of what we have. Yeah. And it'll drop. It's supposed to get lows down to the single digits tonight.
Yeah. Isn't that great? And it's supposed
to be
heavy sarcasm. It's like this is like dangerous cold.
Yeah. But it was a crazy weekend full of stress because not knowing whether the power is going to, go out, different things like that. Kid worrying about his job situation because when he called him Sunday and he's like, I can't get off the hill. And they were like, well, we thought that you had called out for both days anyhow.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Yeah, it was just like, I legit, I told Sarah, or bleep that out.
It's all right, yeah.
I told my manager, hey, like, I had to go to the ER, like, after telling you that I need to go home, I had to go to the ER.
Yeah.
So I can't come into work tonight. And that was the only night that I was intentionally, like, calling out for. I was not asking for Sunday off, nothing like that. So the other manager thought that I'd called out for both
Which
days.
was fine.
So I just told her, like, no, it was just for yesterday, and but I can't get off the hill today.
Right. But all around us, we had areas in the mountains here. It's very strange, and different places will have different weather patterns.
Yeah.
And within a 30-minute drive, not even that much sometimes, you can have a completely different weather pattern.
Yeah, for real.
And it's like the 8 miles to where Kid works and stuff. It could have been ice. I know that in Marion, that even on Friday as we were driving back from the ER, they had signs up in their town, but they're a higher elevation than we are.
They are.
And telling people to stay off the roads. Mm-hmm. And it's like, when it's a situation like that, if somebody forgot a loaf of bread, well, do
Tough
without.
Shit. Yeah. Sorry, you forgot. You don't got milk and bread. During this weather, don't go out.
And it's like
nobody else should be expected to go out just because you forgot to prepare or whatever.
Right. And I mean, it's one of those that some of these businesses need to have some consideration for the employees. Now, when I was down at the jail, there was times that I did have to drive in some really not good weather. Mm-hmm. But there were so few of us. I had some of those guys that were like, we'll come get you.
Yeah. You did,
I never missed a shift. Now, I did when I was going through the academy. There was one day because I was spinning out about 3 miles and I called them. And I think they gave me some kind of whatever. So what? Whatever.
See, that type of job, that's bull. That was just bullshit of them doing that. Anyhow.
The dogs over there eating him up. The thing is, you have to have some sense. And these employers, if you're working for somebody that does not have any more concern about life and limb, do you really want to be there?
Right. Right.
And, at the time when I was at the jail in different places, no, I didn't have that much of an option, or I didn't think I did. Kid does have options because he had to think, okay, if I wreck my car, I'm out of vehicle. If I get hurt, then that's a shit show. Mm-hmm. You have to worry not only about how you're driving, but how other people are driving.
Right. And those people, I swear, they're idiots out there. And they're worsening. Somehow. Their driving capabilities are worsening.
Oh, yeah. And on ice, let me tell you, unless you got chains or something like that, you can't.
You might
and
as
I
well
don't care.
Forget it.
I don't care if you got a 4-wheel drive or whatever it is. It doesn't go on ice because physics applies to everybody.
Unless you got spikes on your tires, and that's pretty much it.
Well, they used to have the studded tires, and I don't know. I've never. I don't know what the law is on that. And I do understand that you couldn't run them year round because it tore up the roads.
Mm-hmm. But I think they are mainly for winter heavy ice things.
Well, and I think that maybe some of the emergency vehicles, because the police do need to try to be able to still go.
Yeah.
The ambulances and stuff. And I know in some areas that not even those people could get out.
Yeah. Yeah. So anybody that had an accident was just fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that Ryan Hall, that he had the Waffle House closures. That was one of the things you're like, oh, shit.
If Waffle House closes down, you know it's bad.
Mm-hmm. And some of those places, like I said, Mississippi and some of these other areas, they got hit so hard.
Yeah.
Near us, there was freezing rain, power lines down, everything, and we were blessed.
We were very
And I
blessed.
was so grateful.
We're still very blessed because our power still has not gone out. It has
Right.
blipped a couple of times,
Yeah.
but it has not gone out. It's just, we overall blessed.
So Kid and I, it was like freshman year. It was a matter of like, pizza. We can go ahead and cook pizza because you can eat pizza hot, cold, whatever it is. The next day, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody's like, you actually look. Anybody who's ever been in college, you've done it too.
What's wrong with eating 2
We
day old
lived.
pizza?
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, there is nothing wrong with pizza that has sat in the oven overnight. Nothing
It ain't
wrong
gonna
with
hurt
that.
it.
It ain't gonna hurt you, and it would have killed a bunch of other people if that shit actually.
Yeah. You know.
Listen, I can understand with burritos. That's one thing. You don't fuck with that. Sushi, you don't.
Oh,
you,
no,
you
no.
can't even leave that out an hour.
No, the sushi's iffy unless you watch it being made.
Yeah.
And even then, it's kind of iffy if it's the raw kind. It's
Yeah.
like,
Even
the
then,
parasites.
you gotta
and-
watch that shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you would think that there would be something that they could spray on that would
No.
kill the parasites.
No. No, I mean, I know that people, I
Don't
like
eat raw
sushi.
fish. You're supposed to cook your
I
food.
like sushi. I do, including the raw fish kind. But I also, do use some anti-parasitic stuff.
Yeah.
Pumpkin seeds. Eat you some pumpkin seeds. Every
Yeah.
so often, to get the parasites out of you.
Eat these. I don't want the pumpkin seeds. Eat these. They're good for you.
Yeah, when the kids were little, I would give them a handful of pumpkin seeds every so often. Because
You would?
kids get parasites. They're,
do.
they're like little petri dishes on every other condition. And
Adults
if they're
get
outside,
Adults ain't no different.
no,
Hardly.
no, not really. They're not. But the animals have been crazy
Crazy.
because they can't go outside. Most of them don't want to go outside. And it just, and then as far as the shifting of those planets and stuff,
It's wiring them up, and we got a little Aries dog, possibly.
no, maybe. No, he's not.
He's not an
He's not
Aries?
an Aries.
Then
I
what
don't
the
think.
fuck is
We'll
he?
have to go back and do his.
Are you a Virgo or a Leo?
No, neither one. But yeah, it's been crazy. And the things, watching the news and everything, and kids' nerves have been shot anyhow, and trying to find alternative things to what I normally watch.
And we've watched a few good things.
That's been a chance, yeah. Now, what is his name? Jake Monroe?
Yeah, Jake Monroe. I really like him.
I have discovered him, and he's goth. He's up there in the UK, and he's got some sense. He's millennial, and he's just spitting truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's speaking up, speaking out, conservative as far as his political views and stuff. And it's wondrous. Again, that's a very Aquarian thing. Who would think that the goths, that you would have this young man that's a goth that is speaking out against the idiocy?
Yeah. Who would have thunk that you would have had a non-liberal goth out there actually speaking out?
Well, it's the fact
Or
that
not.
people got upset with him because he was talking about politics at all.
Yeah.
It's affecting everybody right now.
Literally, that's why a lot of people are very much political focused, because it's affecting a lot of people, and they have been waking up to the fact that a lot of fuck shit is going on
Yeah.
with these political parties and stuff like
Yeah.
that,
And
these
the
governments and everything.
and that is part of the season that we're in right now. So it's better to pay attention and know what's heading your way than to be uninformed or ill-informed.
Right. Right.
So between Ryan Howell and the astrology and, trying to keep kid calm, oldest kid had gotten in touch with me, and he's like, is it supposed to hurt after you've had a root canal? And I'm like, no.
No, it's not supposed
Call
to hurt.
the dentist back. So hopefully
How bad is he hurting?
Advil is taking care of it right now, and the clinic wasn't open. The dental clinic wasn't open today.
Now, I will say I have experienced some soreness, some hurt after a root canal before, but
Did you?
not bad. Yeah.
Well, I didn't ask him exactly what his level was, but I would prefer that he speak with. He's not going to listen to us. He'll believe the clinic.
He may listen. He may.
Well, at least he's taking the Advil, and that's, taking care of the pain.
Yeah.
But in case he does need an antibiotic or anything, because he's already gone through that, I would hate for him to lose the tooth anyhow.
Yeah, that would really suck.
Yeah.
That would really suck for him.
I'm scheduled on the 2nd, but we're supposed to have more snow.
Yeah.
Who knows whether I will get that on the 2nd or not.
Don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know.
And Kid is the one, he is Frankensteining our furniture, our couch.
I am.
I am so proud of him. I am so proud. And he's like, what if I do? I said, it is yours. It is your project to be creative. You can do whatever you want to within reason.
That's a very dangerous thing.
No, it's not. As far as colors and stuff, as long as it wasn't going to look like some kind of psychedelic stuff, I didn't care. As long as you could still sit on it, I didn't care.
Yeah, no, that, first of all, that's not your judge.
What?
The psychedelic stuff, that's
I
not,
lived through that shit once.
that's not your judge.
No.
So, and it wouldn't go with this room, so why would I
No.
do that? If I'm going to do something, I want something to be cohesive and go into the theme.
Right.
I want something that will bring a little life and color into it.
Again, with the goth. Be careful. I'm traditional goth. I'm not doing all this other stuff.
Okay.
It's black.
Green, purple, and blue.
Well,
can
yeah.
very much, they go right into that because they can go right
the jewel
into the
tones.
romantic goth.
Yes. And yes.
That's what you like. You like the
Very
romantic
much.
goth.
Yes. Some of this stuff that they've come out with over the years, I'm like, what the hell is that? This is the bubblegum goth. I'm like,
It ain't your judge. There's bubblegum goth. That came from Curly.
oh, no. Who?
Say it now. We love
I
to
think
love
it's
to
just
love
the
ya.
crazy, creepy kids thing with it's like the Hello Kitty. Get your pink out of my Halloween.
Oh, the pastel goths.
Yeah.
That shit started from Tumblr too.
Oh, shit. We were talking about that has covens of witches.
There was
honestly.
a lot of bad fucking fashion. A lot. And for some reason, people are like, oh, yes, this stuff was great.
No.
Listen, we all lived through the 2000s. Mm-hmm. We all lived through 2005 to 2010. Mm-hmm. When that new fashion started coming around in 2010, it all was horrible. Mm-hmm. And all the fucking fashion, and I saw it on IMView because when I first ever discovered IMView, there was some really dope ass shit on that game.
Right.
And then when the Tumblr era happened,
Jeez.
it all just went to shit. All the most ugly cuts. I hate A-line cuts on dresses. I fucking hate that short in the back, short in the front, long in the back look. I hate that.
Cut, that's not bad. On certain people, it can work.
And I got sick of the fucking skater skirts.
Well,
Of the circle skirts. Got so fucking tired of those.
it was like things that used to be good, and that there was this endeavor to redo and make it bad.
Yeah. Literally.
I mean, whether it was movies or music or anything. And that was those outer planets in Pisces, that fever dream, drugged up fog that we're coming out of.
I hated the fact that a lot of satanic shit started being put into goth.
It's not.
Hated that.
It has nothing to do with that.
They were trying to shoehorn that into the witchy shit that was also for me.
It's not. Goth is an essence of being.
Yeah.
For me, it's right there in my astrology chart. And it's to simply find beauty where others find, and things that other people find repulsive. If you think of the skeleton or the skull cathedrals and stuff, that is memento mori.
Yeah.
Remember, every day matters. Remember, you too will die. That is beautiful. Very much Christian. It does not have to be devoid of Christianity.
Legitimately. It's like, and they tried to just shoehorn the satanic shit into the
Yeah.
goth stuff, and it's like,
Everything.
stop that.
Yeah.
Fucking cut that shit out. Let us just have the goth stuff. Like Jillian Vanders, whatever her name is, the one that made the Gothic Charm School, and I mentioned this to you earlier. She was like, there are goths of all religions, and there
Yeah.
are goths of no religions.
Right.
It literally, if you like the aesthetic, you're goth.
Yeah.
If you like it and you want to do it, then you're goth. It does not have to be all this shit. There's coffee shop goths. They just do a darker palette. Colors.
Mountain goth.
Yeah, mountain goth. That's very much a real thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to do... She was like, it doesn't even have to do with the colors. Yes, there's a lot of black in goth. But most goths that you see on the day-to-day, they just have a darker color palette.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with the satanic stuff. It doesn't. And it's a very individual thing. And that as we go into this about Aquarius, it is about individuality. It's not a matter of other people telling you who you are. Take the time to figure out who you are. Who did God create you to be?
It's figuring out your own likes, your own taste. Who are you? What is your morals? What is your virtues? What things do you stand by? What things have you fallen into a trap about, and what things do you need to... About yourself, not anyone else. What do you need to fix? About you? What do you need to fix about your surroundings? How can you do things to improve you and figure yourself out and figure what you like out, figure what your own individual style is?
Right.
All that.
Right. This herd mentality. And my God, we are seeing the dangers of the herd mentality. And it's horrifying. Yeah.
That's like, you know I love the black hair. You know I love longer hair. And you know I love a good bang moment. When you showed me that one dude that had the blonde hair with the bangs and the layer cuts, I was like, I want that.
Yeah.
Just the black version.
Yeah.
That's part of figuring out what works with you.
Yeah.
What works with your style. What styles do you like? And it's okay to explore styles, whatever.
Right. That's part of the
Everything,
journey.
it's just trial and error. Literally, that's life. It's trial and error.
It is. It's part of the journey. And it's just like watching, different bands and stuff like that. We go through these rabbit holes of music, some of whom I had never seen before. And I'm like, I was better off not seeing a video version of these people. Let it be that wonderful mystery.
Yeah.
And he would ask me about the fashions, and it's like, that was just the time that it was.
But it was a lot cooler back then, because y'all were having so much fun with the shit. And then the 90s happened.
Everything went dark.
90s was cool. Like, it was a vibe. It was a very mysterious, very whimsical goth vibe. Grungy. Loved that. New metal came around. Loved that aesthetic, too. But then everything just went to shit when the 2000s happened.
But even the subject matter had gotten so much more serious.
Yeah.
Even with, if you listen to the lyrics of grunge, it was not, no longer the sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Which was what metal was. And, of course, even with that message of the sex, drugs, and rock and roll, there's consequences.
Yeah.
And a lot of those people ended up with consequences. I can't tell you how many people either OD'd or ended up in rehab and all this stuff. And
well, that's when we got into the grunge era, which that's when everybody was in rehab and shit like that.
So with this, from what I understand, coming out of this Pisces fog, please God, let there be a return to common sense. And it's that belief that a higher power could restore us to sanity.
Please.
And that has been a daily prayer, not just for me individually, but for the world. Just for the world.
Yeah.
And I think that the dog has had enough of recording. Anyhow, we lived. Please be in prayer, because there are still people without electric And sadly, there had been, I think, maybe 20-some deaths. And you've got to wonder, it's always tragic. It's always tragic.
That's horrible.
But this is where it's important to take care of neighbors and different things like that. And there are some things I saw in the linemen to pray for those people that were out trying to restore the power, the ones that have to go out in this mess. Mm-hmm. And that they had shown a picture of the cab of one of the trucks that was crushed where a tree had fallen on it. And by the grace of God, nobody was hurt. That was a miracle.
Yeah.
And to point out miracles, because sometimes people are like, oh, well, they don't happen. Yes, they do.
Miracles happen all the time.
All the time. You just got to see them. So, anyhow, missed you all. Missed you all greatly. Mm-hmm. Do you want to tell the peoples where we can be found?
Yeah, you can find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also, check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, at Rolanda, COCWS. Thank you all for joining us, and have a good. I had to flip that dog upside down.
He was wearing him out. Oh my God, he was wearing him out.
That dog bit me. He bit my thumb harder than he has before, and he hit it in such a way that it was just an automatic, like, nope. And so I lifted him up.
I don't
It
mind.
didn't matter what angle he was at.
Occasionally a headlock is required.
He wasn't off the ground that much. He was probably about an inch off of it.
He's fine.
He's fine. Now he's upset
You
that
can hear
Pancreas
him.
is over there. That cat.
Oh, yeah. We're living in a zoo. We really,
Someone
really
help
are.
us with these cats. Please,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
We will ship them to you. I will save up my money and I will ship them to you. I'm serious.
Anyhow, know that you are loved. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated. Let us continue to be in prayer one for another. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup. Mm-hmm. Bye.